Ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of JOB. Remember, last week I promised you that I will come back and then talk more in detail about the JOB. Just over broke. Just over broke. It means what you earn from your employment help you to come just over broke. So you find that instead of having sufficient of what you need, you only have what keeps you above being broke. Now, oftentimes you find that you have got expenses. You have to pay rent, you have to pay your telephone bills, you have to pay your gas bills. You have to buy food in the house. You have to take children out for those who are married. You have to take your missus out, and I mean, come on, once in a while for dinner. Now, you cannot do all these things anytime you want, anyhow you want it. You have to wait up to the end of the month. Now, if you start accumulating all these expenses, like you want to pay your rent, you have to pay bills, you have to take your children out, you have to buy your children, gifts, you need to do, you want to do something that makes you happy. You cannot do it until the end of the month. Now, what happens is you have to wait up to the end of the month. And by the time you wait for your pay to come, you have already spent the money in suspense. But when you're self-employed, you can do things the way you want. You can say that the money that I've got for this job for today, I'm going to let it cater for this expense. So whatever is coming tomorrow is just going to be towards your saving, or you can put it into another investment. You know, the best way to live life, the best way to move ahead in life is to have what we call self-employment. You know, I just finished a job. I was supposed to set off for Hertfordshire at 11 o'clock. I told my customer I'm going to leave London at 11. I will be there probably by around 12 or 12:30. But because I'm the boss of my own, the boss of my business, I'm the boss of my customers, another job came in London, which was starting that 11 o'clock. So I decided to first come for this job. Now I'm finishing this job, which could have taken 2 hours. It is just taking me 45 minutes. Now, once this job is finished, of which the customer is just offloading their goods, now I will have to set off for Hertfordshire now. This is what we call the benefit of being self-employed. You do things the way you want. You satisfy your inner being. Because, you know, we don't need to deceive ourselves. We have our inner being that we need to satisfy. But a lot of time we don't satisfy it because we are satisfying somebody's inner being. And by not satisfying our inner being, we find ourselves being stressed off. You see? So JOB is a job that just keep on entertaining you for a short period of time. It's not something which is long lasting. Now remember, I said you keep on waiting for end of the month. Nothing to show off, nothing to believe for, nothing to pass it on to your children. Now, if, God forbid, if you get run down tomorrow, perhaps the last pay that will come from your workplace is the one that you have worked for, but not the business that you have started. You see, I'm just trying to encourage, those young ones, those who are mature, those who have got the ability, those who have got the capability of starting their